Attention passionate Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Pittsburgh Steelers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Pittsburgh Steelers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Let's get to the news all right. Steelers Nation, buckle up because there's some serious buzz swirling around the AFC North, and it involves a potential blockbuster move that could shift the entire landscape of our division. Word on the street, fueled by reports from Adam Schefter and other NFL insiders, suggests that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are actively exploring a trade that could see safety Antoine Winfield Jr. heading our way. Now I know what you're thinking. Winfield Jr. has been a standout for the Bucs, especially in a secondary that's been a bit inconsistent lately, and this move could be a game changer for us if it comes to fruition. Let's break down what this trade could mean, why it's happening now, and how it could reshape not just our defense but the entire division. First off, the Bucs, sitting at a modest 1-1 record but struggling on defense, allowing an average of 28 points per game, are apparently looking to shake things up. Their secondary has been exposed a bit, especially against short passes, something that's been a consistent issue for Tampa Bay since the start of the season. The rumors suggest that the Bucs are willing to send Winfield Jr. to Pittsburgh in exchange for a second-round pick in the 2026 draft, freeing up around $15 million in cap space. This move could be part of a broader rebuild effort, especially since Tampa Bay is still trying to figure out their identity post-Bruce Arians, and with Todd Bowles trying to solidify his squad. For the Steelers, this couldn't come at a better time. Our secondary has shown flashes, but needs that elite piece to elevate the entire unit. Winfield Jr., at just 26 years old, is the kind of versatile safety who can do it all: cover, hit, make plays on the ball, and provide leadership. His profile is exactly what we need to push our defense from good to elite. We already have Minkah Fitzpatrick, a true superstar, but adding Winfield Jr. would give us a secondary that's arguably among the best in the league, capable of shutting down some of the top passing attacks in the NFL. Looking at his stats, Winfield Jr. is an absolute game changer. In 2025, through just 2 games so far, he's already tallied 5 tackles against the Saints in Week 2 and snagged an interception, making his presence felt. Over his career, he's accumulated around 250 tackles and 8 interceptions, with a PFF grade hovering around 88. 2, which is considered elite. His coverage metrics are impressive, with an EPA coverage rating of -0.28, and he's been reliable in tackling, with 42 combined tackles and just 1 sack so far. His versatility is what makes him such a coveted player, able to move seamlessly across the backfield, play single high safety, or even slide into a hybrid linebacker role if needed. An additional bonus: Winfield Jr. has been remarkably durable with minimal injuries, and he's been recognized as an All-Pro candidate for 2024. His ability to add a plus 50% boost to our coverage grade could be the spark that takes our defense from solid to dominant. Imagine a secondary that jumps from a coverage grade of 75-0 to 85-0, making it much harder for opposing offenses to find any daylight through the air. Opposing quarterbacks would face tougher situations, and that could translate into a significant decrease in completions allowed, potentially dropping by around 20%, which is huge in today's pass-happy NFL. Now, why would Tampa Bay let go of such a talented player? Well, the Bucs are reportedly trying to clear cap space, around $15 million, to focus on rebuilding their roster, especially with plans to extend key players like Mike Evans. Their current record, 1-1, partly reflects their struggles against aerial attacks, giving up 3 touchdown passes already this season. Moving Winfield Jr. allows them to avoid overpaying in free agency or risking losing him for nothing in upcoming years. Plus, with the NFL's increasingly competitive landscape, Tampa Bay might be looking at a full rebuild, focusing on younger players and draft picks to set themselves up for future success. For us, the Steelers, this move is a no-brainer. We've got around $25 million in cap space, and while Minkah Fitzpatrick is already a Pro Bowl caliber safety, adding a player of Winfield's caliber would give us flexibility and depth that's unmatched. There's some skepticism about Minkah's partner. PFF currently rates him at around 80. 0, but with Winfield Jr., we would be upgrading that position significantly. It's a move that could make our entire secondary more cohesive and intimidating. The impact on the field would be immediately noticeable. Our coverage grade could leap from around 75-0 to 85-0, making it much harder for opponents to complete passes against us. Opposing quarterbacks might face a 20% reduction in completions, and tight ends and slot receivers would have less room to operate. Winfield Jr. excels at covering short and intermediate routes, which fits perfectly with our defensive philosophy. His presence would also allow us to be more aggressive up front, knowing we have a safety capable of making plays all over the field. This potential acquisition also carries some intriguing playoff implications. When you look at the odds for the Super Bowl, the Steelers could see their chances improve considerably. Currently, our odds are around +8-0, but with a move like this, analysts might bump us up to +4-0, reflecting a serious contender status. Winfield Jr. is known as a bit of an X-factor, especially against top-tier quarterbacks like Mahomes. His ability to read the game and make crucial interceptions, plus his knack for breaking up passes, could be the difference-maker in close playoff games. The odds of intercepting Mahomes, in particular, could jump by around 10%, given Winfield's ball-hawking skills and football IQ. From a strategic standpoint, this trade signals that the Steelers are serious about pushing for a deep playoff run. They're not just rebuilding for the future, they're positioning themselves now to compete with the best. The secondary, historically a strength for Pittsburgh, could become a nightmare for offenses across the league. Opposing teams would have to rethink their game plans. Trying to find ways to exploit our secondary becomes increasingly difficult with Winfield Jr. In the mix, his versatility and playmaking ability could turn the tide in tight games, especially in the postseason, where every play counts. Of course, nothing is set in stone yet. The trade discussions are ongoing, and Tampa Bay might ask for more or decide to hold on to Winfield Jr. if they believe they can turn things around this season. But the fact remains, if the Steelers can pull this off, it would be a masterstroke, adding a top-tier safety who can elevate our entire defense and give us a real shot at Lombardi number 7. Imagine a secondary that's so locked down that teams struggle to get a single big play, forcing offenses into long drives that we can eventually shut down with our relentless pass rush and disciplined coverage. Looking ahead, this potential move also aligns with the Steelers' long-term strategy. We've been building through the draft and smart signings, and acquiring Winfield Jr. would be a statement that we're all in this season. It's about winning now, but also about establishing a defense that can sustain success for years to come. Our linebackers and front seven are already formidable, but having a safety like Winfield Jr. would complete the puzzle, making us a nightmare to game plan against. Opposing quarterbacks would have to be ultra-precise, knowing that one misstep could cost them dearly. So, Steelers fans, keep your eyes peeled, because this could be one of the biggest moves of the season. If it goes through, expect to see a defense that's more aggressive, more disciplined, and downright scary for anyone daring to face us. The AFC North is already a tough division, but with a secondary powered by Fitzpatrick and Winfield Jr., we could be the team that dominates from the back end. That would send a message across the league that the Steelers are serious contenders, ready to make another deep playoff push and chase that elusive 7th Lombardi trophy. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news.